It's finally time for a trial section.
The first
Yay.
Took us long enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I actually think the pacing, the way Jova so far is handling this case is actually pretty fine.
Exactly.
When was the last time he did this?
Last 2 years ago, I think.
How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas.
50 Shades of them?
Ugh.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area.
Well, depending, Diz. Are you talking about the book or the movie?
Both.
Book, nice.
Don't
worry,
Movie,
trust me.
bleh.
Trust me, Webs. They're completely different beasts.
I'm ready to accept my fate.
Alright.
I believe in you, sis.
The word has no meaning to me. I must end my suffering.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
Yes?
It would.
A defense attorney should never believe their client.
Well, fuck you too, then.
Aren't you the polar opposite of me,
The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing.
Remember, Webs, a lawyer is someone who always smiles, even in the darkest of situations.
Not to mention, this is from Lana's perspective, and she is chief prosecutor.
Well, Jova, you played the other games in the same where this is going.
You remind me a lot of me. You're just as vague as she is.
But there's one decisive difference.
Yeah,
You're not a defense attorney.
Oh.
Okay.
No, not.
What's your
I
point?
believe it's almost time for the trial.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
I guess he's trying to imply that because she's a prosecutor, she doesn't quite know what it's like to be a defense attorney, so I guess they work differently. I don't know.
My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time.
Implying that Mia ever... Actually, never mind. The receipt thing in case 2.
But it was like one.
That and the last case where she mysteriously went, the bullet, it must exist. It must exist.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Okay.
Oh, come on. I like Emma. Come on.
Don't worry, Tia. She won't even be that intrusive either.
I mean, honestly, Theo,
Well, Pedro, you know me. I tend to find Phoenix Wright assistants in general kind of like Doctor Who companions.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
What about Maya? What do you think of Maya?
She's fine, honestly. That's the best one of all.
And Kay Faraday is awesome as an
Justice?
assistant.
Huh?
What about Trucy?
I haven't played Apollo Justice, so I cannot tell.
Okay.
He doesn't know about Trucy, Kay, or Fina.
Oh, I love Kay. Kay's awesome.
Oh yeah. Take my word for it, Tio. Kay is quite possibly, aside from Fina, the best assistant ever.
Athena's not really an assistant. She's an actual full-blown attorney.
Well, you know what I mean. Cool. Fina's, the one assisting Phoenix and Paul when need be.
True.
I will choose the path. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Longsky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office, not to mention in my car and with my knife.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
Oh. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life.
Jesus!
There was a witness to a crime.
Oh yeah, the saddest part about this case is that
professional witness.
since the police has been restrained to investigate, there's no gumshoe explaining, making assumption and using the map.
So basically what Edgeworth is saying is, I'm Miles Edgeworth. You did something bad with my car, not prepared to die.
Yep. Oh, actually, too, we are going to have the police explain something. More on that in a bit.
Oh, look.
Still no gumshoe.
Oh, look. It's
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
Hey, look. It's Miss Chokes on Dick.
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before.
Yeah, only pizza apparently.
The judge is really wolfing it down.
and for you, the Fiesta Bowl.
Fiesta.
Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession?
And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? What the heck is that?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts.
Wow, who knew the rich had to suffer that
Caviar
burden?
would taste like pickled tapioca.
What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Caviar.
Name, profession, now.
Me?
All right.
The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it.
How can we forget?
I find myself running
Lunchland.
Lunchland these days.
Huh, I see.
Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Let's describe the incident to us.
Yes.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, hurry it up.
Very well. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Professional slut. Huh? What exactly
She's a
does
hooker.
that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective.
She's not.
What? Miss Star was a detective?
Well, actually, Shiroi, judging for her clothes, she wouldn't be someone.
I know who you are. Cough up.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
No see.
What's Japan's
Very
fucking
well.
obsession with this
You
fucking
may continue
line?
with the description, Miss Star.
Just who is this lady? Another
Shut
cop.
Stop thinking, Mr. Wright. I'm eating.
Anyway, like I was saying-
attention over here.
Basically, Shiroi, judging for her clothes, she wouldn't be a hooker so much as a female pimp. More
Exactly what I said. And it makes sense, she has all the boyfriends too. One for each
The
choose.
parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks.
It's like one for each lid to hang off of.
A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel.
Personnel.
B block is for visitors and clients.
E-block sounds like a bad drug. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes.
Yes, we prosecutors need our space.
The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with a knife and went to drive the body away.
Well, the attorneys won't need the space, no one likes them.
Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
Really?
And who was this valiant witness?
Yeah.
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
It's me, Austin.
Floor plans added to the court record.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor.
Right.
Immediately after that, I approached the chief prosecutor.
Apprehended.
Apprehended.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it?
Yes,
does, indeed.
it does.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Why would you approach someone who just killed someone?
Well, because she's a professional. She used to be a cop, so I guess instinct took over. And
I'm
guessing that means Tails back.
on her. It's...
Whatever. Move on.
Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star.
Judge.
Wait, are they talking about me?
Which side? Judge, you're not supposed to take sides, you know.
The audience will shut up.
He's been corrupted by food.
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come.
Is that an episode of Recess?
I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend.
Which one?
When I sensed something. Perhaps it was my final.
Whatever.
Detective skills.
Then through a wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a
garage car.
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Edgeworth, I think she insulted your car.
I know.
Then she thrust the point tip of the knife into Detective Goodman.
Well, she wasn't going to thrust the handle into there, was she? Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching.
As you can see, there is no room for doubt.
We'll find some.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
Hint, hint.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
Jova,
She obviously
you
doesn't
answer.
know which defense attorney she's dealing with. And I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Monty Python reference!
Yes.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Take a drink.
Well, time to scratch back then.
Oh, alright, I'll be right back.
Okay. That's all right, yeah, you.
Hold it! How did you know? She right?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of
Abhorrence of crime.
abhorrence.
Well, what the hell does that even mean?
We don't like
Hatred.
it.
Twisted methods will always lead to things.
Tragedy.
The lunch lady's uniformed opinion is duly
Uninformed.
noted.
Uninformed.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing of a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of life.
Of that.
Of that.
Miss
Damn it.
Stella, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
No.
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator.
Is it just me, or is it bad that we're being told how to say English by two people who don't speak English as their first language?
Huh? Wait, but I speak English as my first language.
I mean, who don't speak English as their first language?
But you said two, it's me and Dio.
No, I was talking about Tio and Pedro.
Ow.
That said, I am a pro, as you know.
According to
My
these, you don't
testimony is
exist.
unbiased and flawless.
Very well. May you continue, Miss Star.
Honestly, I think she may have had a run-in with Von Kalmer's daughter at some point.
That would make so much sense. This boyfriend, he's the detective?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have...
Yes,
several?
God.
Yeah, apparently Pedro was right.
Yes.
Of
this
course I'm
boyfriend,
right.
That boyfriend and the other boyfriend.
So,
Care
basically,
the joke.
is she making a collection or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
another boyfriend
Yes.
position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunch, thanks. Besides, look at this hand. What do you see on the finger?
A ring.
To self, the judge had to think before replying.
You see? That's it right there, too. That's it right there.
Yeah.
No, Emma definitely has her moment.
Yeah.
It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be the sign. I mean, that would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Maybe.
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
Apparently.
That's important. I'll make sure to remember that.
Write it down.
Hold it! You sensed something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder. Was it a deadly premonition by chance?
It felt like... How would you say...
Let's talk about movies.
Oh yes,
Isn't that a premonition like a game?
it was like the
Yes,
feeling
yes,
you
it
get
is.
when
Yes,
you
it
view
is.
a pumpkin
It's a
chock full
It's a
of...
game that I'm gonna record. Trust me.
It's a game chock full of movie references. That's all you need to know.
Alright.
Speaking of a detective's instincts, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
I know the taste of a young cheese.
Young cheese.
Moldy cheese.
Let's just say young cheese does not taste as
A
good as
pale white
aged cheese.
Not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
What is that moldy cheese thing from?
Basically,
King's Quest
yeah.
Don't you remember that in King's Quest 5 we activated the final big machine by throwing cheese on it because that's how machines work.
This might be the wrong thing to do.
So what you're saying is if the internet breaks again, I should just throw a block of cheddar at it.
Yes.
Just make sure that it's aged.
According to Roberta Williams, yes.
Just make sure that it's aged enough. Hold it! By garish car, you mean...
I will only get the maturest cheddar. Mr. Edwards' car. Yes.
Remember, sure, you have to make sure it's
Mr.
moldy enough.
Edgeworth's?
Sure.
Alright.
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edwards. Poor bastard. Wasn't it?
Oh
Edgeworth did it,
boy.
clearly.
Indeed, it was.
What case this is?
And the judge is unaffected.
And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant.
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her.
Interesting.
That
How
means-
does that mean?
If she's telling the
Basically-
truth, we're doomed.
But basically, she
Let's
saw
just do
her
what we
from like...
can. I mean, we don't have any proof. We can always
Hold on,
complain.
hold on.
Hold on, I'll use the Google.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following.
The problem with certain is that it's not definite.
Prosecutors are nothing more than words. You are a biased witness. NEUTO 30 feet is 914.4
You
Yeah, I
might
checked,
want to
yeah.
keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Oh, yes.
Rookie?
Yes. Typical feminazi. But agree with my opinion or you're stupid.
Excuse me, you whore. Unless you're willing to risk the consequences,
Your actions will have consequences.
I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
I guess they're trying to make her kind of
That was inspiring.
intimidating femme fatale kind of thing, but I don't know, it doesn't work for me.
I believe I've heard that
It's more
tagline
so the
elsewhere.
fact that they mix
Could
in
try
food.
plagiarism.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
quite plagiarism. Anywho, it's more so that they're mixing in her stuff, but also making it jokey with the food puns.
Well, they're doing it better than food fight.
Yeah.
Like that's
Photograph! You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime,
My reflexes?
my reflexes took over and snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
And no,
Because that's
I suppose that's more exciting than just
Well,
hanging
that's
it
kind
around
of
your
smart,
neck.
because who would think to look for a camera in a lunchbox and all?
reminds me of the Jim Carrey's movie The Mask, where Cameron Diaz had a camera in her purse.
In Torchwood, they have eye cameras.
Well, then again, Teo, James Bond movies have cameras in God knows what, so...
Yeah,
like,
but the thing,
it's
the thing is that kind of cliche has been parodied to death. Even
My
things like
boyfriend works in the
where one of the
criminal
items is
department, the photography department of
This is
criminal
most
affairs.
certainly the defendant.
with that camera in it.
Edwards, were you expecting maybe an explosive pen?
That is unmistakably Lorna Sky.
We don't really go for those anymore.
So, what was the defendant doing at the time? So we talked over it, but it turns out that Angel Starr took a photo that Edgeworth didn't know about. Because, of course,
great.
Miss Starr doesn't trust prosecutors with that sort of stuff.
What knife?
Objection!
No,
And you witnessed this? You
Corner
saw
theme,
Miss
corner
Sky
theme, corner
stab the
theme.
victim with the knife?
as I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swim.
Oh my swear.
And no, I will not be doing a
my
counter of the
swirls.
lunchboxes this time. That was tough last time.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
Jesus Christ, Judge. Were you like starving to death before the trial or something?
I guess his wife barely feeds him.
Anywho, this is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife?
Ellipses.
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
He's not even yelling at that.
Let's be a little more careful with our evidence, shall we?
So,
It is you that needs to be more careful, Mr. Wright.
Okay, was Phoenix breaking the fourth wall?
Yep.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Ladies and gentlemen, Phoenix Wright is the new Deadpool.
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was
I wonder
taken
if I
the
left the
moment
stove on.
after the stabbing.
Do you have any proof of that, like a timestamp?
Objection! How can you tell that?
there you go, Dips.
Sure.
Blood splatter. It's red text, so yeah.
Shiroi's a nemesis.
Shiroi's one weakness.
See the dark crimson stain.
It's a black and white photograph.
It's
It's a black and white photograph.
I guess she's burped.
Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Or it could be just someone spilling their chocolate or something.
Okay, Pedro, you be Angel Star while Shiroi's away.
All right then.
No problem.
Why hands
Except
of Alfred
you.
Hitchcock's chocolate syrup?
Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
You must be new, Emma.
You got a better idea?
Well, keep in mind, she's only 16, so she's still innocent.
Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
Oh,
Shiri, are you there, Shiri?
Apparently not.
That's it?
This trial is going so well.
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved.
Except if you're not hungry.
If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the and my dialogue looks like it was written by a fucking moron.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
There you go. Thanks,
Harry
Emma.
Kazanov?
The director of Food Fight.
Yeah.
Not that stupid. I'd say it's witty with the occasional lapse in judgment, so,
I don't find the dialogue horrendous. I just find it confusing, and I have no idea what the hell the writers are trying to accomplish with this dialogue.
Oh, in that case, Quentin Tarantino on his off days.
I guess, sure, we'll go with that. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
So it's
Objection!
like Volume 2, Jova.
Premeditated? How do you know? What was that you were saying, Lips?
My lunchbox told me.
So it's like Kill Bill Volume 2 then?
I'd say
Yeah.
more so the more odd moments of, Pulp Fiction, you know, when it's trying to be when it gets a little too confusing for its own good, shall we say. Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves.
But it's December, but it was January. She could be cold. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Wow,
Yeah,
the judge is not calling order for...
she was premeditating, protecting her hands from the cold.
Actually, Dibs, it's February and it's in California. It can be pretty warm down there at that time, so...
Witness,
who knows?
listen to your testimony.
Oh, goody.
The murder was... Oh, sorry.
Murder's planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
It's already been read. So.
Actually...
New bits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, that's
this
a
is one
new
of those
bit.
new testimony thingies? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The murder was planned, blah, blah, blah.
But first, let's examine it.
Okay.
Just got to get it right.
Yes,
Come
yes,
on.
the good fine quality of a miracle blade.
This must be the victim's blood, right?
No!
Either that or
Shit,
Edgeworth
Sherlock.
cut himself peeling an apple.
Okay, now that's something out of a Tarantino movie.
What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway?
Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild.
Maybe. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely.
Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman.
Yes, Miles Edgeworth as the protagonist of Into the Wild.
Edgeworth, the new Ace Ventura.
And now you're making me picture Edgeworth. Oh, hold on.
Objection! Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. What does that got to do with anything?
Oh, so you do that? It's American slang for it.
That's a knife. The knife.
No, that's a knife.
The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
But it could have been used for anything.
Indeed, it is my knife. We've covered that.
So you murdered the person. What's with this case?
And now
A murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there.
The defense is the chief prosecutor for the district, right?
Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
And I'll tell you, you've made me imagine a Miles Edgeworth as Indiana Jones.
Amazing. In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
However,
seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
Like, yes, because there's no
However-
other reason in the world why would she would wear gloves.
Yeah.
Precisely. Why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon?
That's actually a pretty good point.
No.
Ha. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon! Lesson in Murdering 101!
Yeah. Well, maybe she was planning on strangling him, but then she saw the knife there. Oh, convenient. Stop.
Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
you sure, Phoenix?
Well, to be fair, the objection fiend says so.
Yeah, but you know, this is the kind of moment when I brought there you go.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
Zing!
What?
Phoenix, can you please make sure they don't talk over me?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned.
Sorry about that, guys.
Not over
That's
such
okay.
a trifling detail. Oh, Pedro had a lot of fun being Angel Star. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
I'll have to listen to the audio after we're done.
Yeah.
Bah.
Humbug.
The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not.
Really?
The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there.
Wait, are you Dr. Seuss now? Why are you rhyming?
Basically, she's trying to pin the blame on Lana, but her arguments are flawed. That's basically what's happening.
The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered the detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. I'm not going to try and overstep my boundaries this time.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now?
Oh, fuck you, man. Like, seriously.
But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned.
That's what Edward just said. That's not the point, regardless if it's true or not.
Let's just say Angel
If she
has a
wasn't,
reason.
Why would she?
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Which could be our witness. Please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. I have enough witnesses giving me that trouble.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you tell me to be more concise?
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
You are no longer a detective. Your opinion as a detective is irrelevant to this court, so fucking shut up.
Really now? What the Portuguese guy said.
Who keeps talking in my court?
The
Sorry.
peanut gallery.
Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office.
Did she know?
Well, that's nice to know.
I'm
Also,
sure
why-
the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim.
Also, why do you have donuts in your hat? Ba-boom.
But Pedro, those are rice balls.
Those are rice cakes!
I know.
Don't worry, I get it.
I get it too.
Wait, I missed something. Can you start it again?
Yeah, fun fact, back in the day, this was during the era of 4Kids, so to actually see something be regarded as for what it was kind of a marvel.
It does sound a lot.
Even as a child, I knew those weren't donuts.
So
Me
if I
too.
I didn't know what they were, but I knew they weren't donuts.
Oh, this line.
If I order pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill a delivery boy?
Depends. Papa John's or Pizza Hut?
Have you ever seen the
Hey,
Deadpool
I like
movies?
both of those.
Hey, Mr. Wright.
Yes.
How come whenever I get a line, people are always talking?
Misfortune, sorry.
Nothing else.
Again and again, eh?
To plunge the knife in again and again. Oh god, you're so fucking pretentious.
And that'll be her undoing. Objection! You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that.
Witness.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you.
What color is my shirt?
It's
With my moss surprise. That's just going to be a giant box of wasabi, isn't it?
Please.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr.
burn.
I've got plenty more where that came from.
What do you mean?
You're not going anywhere,
actually
just
like
as Edward
wasabi.
said.
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Which means...
Aha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, I, the prosecution, have to pres-
What a hunk! He's my hero, really.
Or really.
What about my
Hey,
objection?
who would you rather, Old Bag or Emma?
No one noticed?
But Mr. Wright, no one, of course no one notices you. Well, witness.
You'll all be sorry when we get to Trials and Tribulations.
Don't worry, Phoenix. By the time 8 years from now, you'll be a fucking god to every
You
defense
got the
attorney
crime
anyway.
scene set, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Hey look, the crime scene set has a splotch of ketchup that looks like blood.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize such mistakes are possible. And she's actually right. There was a nurse in a British hospital that was fired because she mistook jam for blood.
Oh,
Wait, jam?
Yeah, jam.
Wow, that's a pretty bad nurse.
Yep.
Well, at least our health service is
nice.
free.
Well, didn't Obama also make healthcare free in America?
yes,
Yeah,
it took...
yes and no. It simplified a lot what the system was, but not covered it entirely.
And it's
not
taking a
everything-
long time to come through, too.
And tell
Not
us what
everything
you
is
saw
free.
That you
Like
thought
general
was blood.
treatments are free. We
Testify!
have to pay
right.
for all dental treatments and anything that costs a lot of money.
Well, to be fair, medical people need to make a living too.
Yeah,
Agreed.
of course they do.
I will say this, Obama has made medical care a lot more accessible, thank goodness. Although here's hoping that his replacement doesn't get rid of it.
No, but it's not about you, but
Objection! Oh wait, I love this
rather
part. The
fallacy
witness is
thing.
clearly
I'll say
not
either
suited
way.
for detective work. There,
Captain
I'm
Ob-
going to make an
What?
objection now.
You see, the thing about Britain is
Yeah,
we have
Captain
the best
Obvious,
health
you know.
service
Wait, hold
in
on,
the world,
Shiroy.
and we still complain about it.
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself. With this photograph. That's right.
Worst
I, the
objection.
prosecution, just made an objection and presented. And I'm not
Huh?
even the playable
But
character.
That can't be!
Worst detective ever.
Only a true professional could be so clueless.
Edward never needs so much swag.
I'm sure you'll make a good lunch lady. Have no fear.
Well, she does have a grudge against prosecutors, so he's probably gonna have a go at her whenever he can.
To put it in food terms, I'm going to milk this for what it's worth.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth fails.
What was my objection? Chopped liver?
But no one
Yes.
cares.
But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really.
You call
I think
yourself
I'm
a
getting
detective.
to
I'm a
her.
better scientific investigator than you are a detective. And I'm only 16.
Oh, Emma, if you think she's a bad detective, wait till we get to the next detective witness.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude. Now, back to business. In the next part, where I hope that none of the information she has given helps the defense in any way. Any way.
Right. Okay, so, see you next time.
See you, everybody.
See ya.